JC at motorcyclesuperstore.com. We're here to look at some leather gloves from Speed and Strength. There's a variety of gloves in their men's lineup. They range from very heavily featured, highly protective gloves that have hard protection on the front and back. And then they kind of go down to more comfortable gloves where you're going to find more ventilation and more features that promote comfort instead of maximum protection. So find out which one suits you and go from there. Right now we're going to talk about the Trial by Fire glove. This is actually one that sort of fits in the middle of that lineup. The Trial by Fire glove has some of the hard protection you're going to find on the others. You're going to get that here across the knuckles and these thermoplastic knuckle protectors. There's also some hard protectors here on the tips of the fingers. These pucks are going to be a little bit more resistant than soft pucks would. However, on the upper part of the fingers, instead of pucks, it just uses TPR rubber guards. Now, what you'll notice with this glove in particular is that rather than an all-leather chassis or an all-leather frame, it's built from leather on the palm, and then it has some leather with quite a bit of mesh on the back end. So the mesh here, I can feel it as I go from one glove to the other. This has a lot more flexibility. These are not worn, they're brand new and stiff, and this allows for that glove to be more comfortable immediately out of the box. Sizing wise, I typically wear medium to large. I always err on the size of medium because gloves will stretch and break in over time. These are all fairly snug in terms of their fit, so I would definitely go with whatever size you're accustomed to, and then they will probably come in and loosen up a bit over time. So the mesh on the back provides airflow through, same with the fingers, also to here on the thumb. The thumb does have one small puck or one small pad up on the top of it. There is nothing down here over the nail bed. Reinforcement along the palm here on the pinky finger. Again, for when you land going sideways, it's not going to blow out your seams. All of the seams are pretty heavy duty. Speed and Strength seems to have done a good job stitching this glove together. There is some padding here at the base of the palm, but you're not going to find it in the form of a real big puck or a distinct pad. It's just this patch that's sewn in, and there's a little bit extra cushion there than there is, say, over on this part of the hand or up here. Again, reinforced underneath the fingers. This is your high contact area. This is where you're going to get a lot of movement and grip and friction against the handlebar. So that's good that they've gone ahead and beefed that up a little bit. A higher cut wrist. It's not a full gauntlet, but it does go up fairly high on the wrist. There is a pad here that's nice, maybe help protect from a break if you wind up smacking your wrist on the ground. Your jacket will come down fairly far. It should cover up that and create a seam, or excuse me, the lack of a seam where the glove and the sleeve come together. Simple closure with Velcro here on the wrist, and that's pretty much it for the Trial by Fire glove. Go ahead and click on over to motorcyclesuperstore.com, look at some extra photos about these gloves, see if they're the right style for you, check out the colorways, and find your super deal super fast.